I am Jed from GDK Veneering. Today I just want to show you something like a Mercedes Pagoda. Now if you've got one of these, you'll have a dashboard that looks like this. So what we've done with this, we've made it all solid, we've taken off all the loose veneer, sanded it right back down to this piece of wood, and you can see all the different shapes. You can see that how that sticks up there and everything else. And basically what we have to do is veneer in there and on that at the same time, and we have to do this all by hand. So how do we do that? We cut the veneer, which will look like this, and this is going in a bare walnut veneer, as you can see. Like I said, this is a pagoda, and we cut it down the middle. So then we glue it up, place it on like this. We put some tape on there so all the glue doesn't bleed through, or helps to stop it, and then we would clamp all that on, and then the day after we come back to it, unclamp it, and then we would start sanding it up. This is one of the arms that I call it that goes near the windscreen, so that would sit there. Now this is a very tricky one as well, because this is curved all the way around, and so is this piece. So this has also got a curve on it all the way around. You can see that there. That's all this set has to be done by hand. Now the frog eyes that I call them is the clock binnacle, and that's how I remember what these are. So I just call them the frog eyes. It may not look like frog eyes, but that's what it is to me. So what we've done with this is, because the wood was so badly damaged, we've stripped it back as far as we could, and then we've got a resin glue, and then we've brushed all that over, smothered it all over backwards and on the front. So you can see there it's all the way around. Then what we've got to do is, hopefully this would have stuck anything that's loose, because we can't just keep on going and going and going, because if we did, then we have to remake it, and the customer doesn't want us to do that. He wants us to keep as much original as possible. So we'll sand this back, take off any lumps, and then we can start the process of veneering it. And to do that, it isn't just one piece. So you'd get 3 pieces on the back there. These all have to be done by hand. The actual front of it in these pieces here, all this is really difficult to do. This is one of the hardest wood sets, I would say, that we've actually worked on. Always a pagoda. When they're done, they look absolutely beautiful, and it should last for years and years and years. But when they come to us, chances are they've already gone too far. So there we go. Like I said, we glue it all up, stick new veneer on here, sand it all up, spray it, polish it, and it'll be back to its former glory. So the windscreen pieces, now these are normally come in 2 pieces, and when it gets with us, it's normally snapped because they're jointed like that. Normally they would be separated, and we would have to joint them and the pieces fall off, so we would have to blend pieces back into them. So this is one of the pieces. You see there the curve on it. It's got a bit of a curve that dips in, and this goes at one end like that, so then your windscreen would come up there. Now on this, we've actually veneered this, and you can see the veneer, how rough it looks. It's sticking over the edge. So what we do is that once we untape it all, we would let this then dry for an hour, and then it'll make anything that's left hanging over really brittle. So if you listen to this, see how it just snaps off? If you try and do it before that, what it'll do, it'll rip into the veneer that's actually stuck on. So we always leave it to go a bit brittle, and then like I say, yeah, that snap, that means it's ready for you to sand it all off, and then this will get painted in there and around the edges, just like that. And then the other piece that goes with that is the bigger piece. That's for the windscreen as well. That would sit across there along with that piece. That would sit there like that. Anyway, there's more jobs for me to be doing, and I'll put another video on a Daimler Majestic within the next couple of minutes, and then it's time to get to work. Thank you very much for watching. Like I said, I'm Jed from GDK Veneering. Please click like, share and tell your friends. Any advice you want or anything like that, give us a call. We'll be happy to help. Thank you very much. Bye bye.